Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Chef Sherry's Plant-Based Kitchen. We are here with a special guest today, my dear friend Harriette Kurtz. And Harriette is going to share with us a recipe that her daughter, was it Sharon or was it?
Sharon.
It was Sharon, her daughter Sharon, made for her wines, and she's been making it ever since. I've known Harriette for many years. We play a couple of games together. One is called Mahjong, and the other is Canasta. We have a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. So before we start cooking these apples today for the shelter that we're going to tomorrow, I want to tell you a little bit why I love Harriette so much. So Harriette, let me tell you why I love you so much. Harriette, I'm not going to say your age unless you want to, but you are up in years, shall we say?
Yes.
Up in years.
Way up. Way up.
And Harriette has the most positive attitude about life that I have ever met in any person. I'm serious about this. She does not sweat the small stuff. Is that an accurate statement? For the most part?
Yes, very good,
Yes.
very good.
She is loving, she is giving. She recently moved into a new apartment building and she works as an ambassador there, a volunteer ambassador, welcoming new residents in who may not know anyone, they might come from out of town. She takes people, what I say, under her wing in a loving, kind way, not in a smothering way.
No.
But in a loving, kind way, because she wants to launch them to meet other people, and she creates situations so that people can socialize together. And you've helped many people, I'm sure, already transition into their new apartment, right?
A little bit.
Yes.
Your praise is way over the top, and I thank you for
Well,
it.
you're welcome. Well, tell me a little bit about how you came up with this great attitude about living, though, because you've always been this way.
I didn't think about it till now, not this moment, but recently. I had to change schools a few times. Many times I was in a situation where I was the stranger, the only one, and that may have done it, except I'll have to say that in my family, my mother, her sisters, everybody else, everyone was positive that I paid attention to. And there were people who didn't make a lot of money, there were people who had hardships, but I don't remember complaining from them. When I was a kid growing up, and I was very close with my family, and everything was handled in a certain way. So that may have done it without my even knowing it.
I think that's true, that your upbringing has a huge impact on how you look at life and how you deal with life,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So we're so happy that you're here today as our special guest. And so Harriette introduced me to these baked apples at her house. And every time she makes them, and it's usually when we come over, you have them every time, I can hardly wait, right? What do I say to you?
Goody.
And what else? Can we eat them now?
Can we eat them now? Yes.
You know,
yes.
everybody's playing the game and I'm looking at the apples, go, please let me have my apple. So, Harriette, I'm going to let you take over, explain our ingredients. I'll bring some of the apples over for us so we can get started.
When we make the baked apples, when I used to make them in the olden days, I just put a baked apple in the oven. And then one day my daughter brought me baked apples that included cranberries, dried cranberries, raisins, dried apricots, cinnamon stick, a little bit more cinnamon,
Oh, I'll get that out.
and it was almost like a winter compote when it was presented, and it does make a beautiful presentation.
And can you explain what the word compote comes from? Because some of our viewers may not have heard that word before.
I don't know.
Well, it's actually, we're both Jewish, and
Yes.
it's a Jewish thing. Because we eat compote, which is a lot of fruits that have been
Correct.
baked, right, together.
Right.
And the flavors are incredible, right?
Right.
I mean, it makes the whole dish. Okay.
And it looks beautiful.
It does.
It tastes so good, and it's been my go-to company recipe since my daughter started me on it.
And I also want to thank, I'll let you do the thanking for these.
I received these little cups with lids so that we can serve the compote, the apple compote, individually from the dining room manager of the place I live now, which is an independent living. And he is dining room manager. He was very kind to give me these. I didn't ask for enough and didn't want to go back to him to ask for more, so I asked my friends when they took up their leftovers, would they please save these containers, and we have more than enough for the people we're serving.
Harriette never lets anything stop her from reaching her goal. Let me tell you that, right? She was
Thank you.
determined
Thank
to
you.
get 48 of these, and here they are. Here's one of the 48. Okay, so what are we going to do?
First, we are going to core the apples. Just dig it out so we get the centers cleaned out. And I'll finish that later.
Should I do
Well-
one too? You want to try this one? I don't know if, oh, it broke. Here, try this one.
I think you should, when you're buying an apple corer or a peeler, get a quality one. I went a little cheap on this, and you can see.
Here, try this one. This is a good one. Sorry, that's not an endorsement for the dollar store, is it?
I wasn't going to mention names.
They have other good stuff.
Okay, so
Does that one work? Or I have a knife. I have a
a
little
knife might work
How's
better.
that?
I was going to bring mine.
We got 48 of these to do, folks.
I know,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
There.
The knife will do it just
Oh,
as
I've got
well, or
another
better,
one. I've got
actually.
another one like that. Let me find it. Oh, good. All right, I'm going to start mine too while you're doing that.
And then I trim around, this I can use for this. Then I trim around the edge.
How'd I do? How's that look?
Oh, that's better, yeah, and just trimming around the top. And I place half a cinnamon stick because I don't want it to stand up too high.
You want,
Like,
you
yes,
want one of these?
I would like the pan.
Harriette reminded me to put a pan under the dish so it doesn't spill over the juice, which was very good advice.
And I use my hands, I just washed my hands.
Yes, she did. I verified that.
And I will just do this little bit. Generally, I fill the pan before adding the fruit.
Oh, should we do that?
I think we should.
Okay, let's do that.
Do we have time? Mm-hmm. Okay,
Should I move this stuff around a little?
yes.
Scoots it around? Do we need more in there? Because we can have enough.
Oh, no, we're gonna have a lot of them.
Oh, more. I mean, more
Because,
fruit?
yeah, we're gonna have more fruit.
Oh, should I put my apple in here
Yes.
and try to do the cinnamon stick
Yes.
inside? Okay, so you sort of push it in. Got it? They're so cute too.
Yeah, it makes such a lovely presentation.
It does. All right, I'm working on my apples over here. Yeah, the knife works well.
Yeah.
Dig a little deeper in this one. Dale, have you ever had these to eat?
I have not. I am looking forward to it. I attach a lot of weight to Sherry's assessment, or let's put it this way, her culinary assessment. And everything she has to say about you, which I will second 10 times over.
Oh, my goodness.
Dale and Harriette are best buds because they love movies.
Oh, yes.
And they love to talk about movies together, right?
And I
Older
have told
movies.
everybody I have a new buddy,
That's right.
a soulmate.
Yes. Just to give you an example of how fun Harriette is, we took a trip over the summer, I think it was the summer, up to Madison, Wisconsin, our Mahjong group. And we rent a big house and then we basically sit and play Mahjong and take little trips around town, right, for the whole weekend. whenever we're there.
Yeah, it was lovely.
So Harriette was there and what you had, was it you had broken your
Femur.
femur.
The last thing
She
was
fell,
a broken
she
femur.
fell and was recovering, and she wanted to get out and walk a little. So she said, "You girls go and do what you want to do. I'm just going to take a little walk." Well, 4 hours later, tell the story of what happened.
Well, I walked in the wrong direction. We were up in Madison. I was supposed to be walking to the Union at the university.
Yes.
And I thought I was walking in the right direction and found out that I was walking in the wrong direction. But I must say this about Sherry and her friends. They accept me as a buddy with just a little bit of respect for my age.
That's right.
And it sure works because they are the ages of my children. I think a little younger than they are. And it's a good feeling to be with them. They're positive, and we just have a good time together, and I really treasure their friendship.
Well, thank you, and we feel the same way about you. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna finish this one tray up, because we're not gonna let you guys have to stay around and watch us do 48 of them. We'll be here for a while. But we're gonna get these in the oven, and then I will, I'll post another YouTube later when they come out of the oven, just to show you what they look like, and you can see the steam coming up, and you'll probably even be able to smell them virtually, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So is that it? Oh, the apple juice. You want to add that too?
Yes.
All right. So Harriet says yes. We're going to add a little more juice. This is just plain apple juice, nothing else in it. It's an organic apple juice. Ooh, boy. Okay, and then that goes into the oven. I've got it on 350. Oh, you want me to foil it? Cover
Yes.
it? Oh, hold on a minute.
Yes.
Let me get that
Because
out.
then they actually steam.
Oh, you're right about that. I forgot
And
all about
yeah, and they are just yummy.
that. Okay, here it comes.
Now that winter's coming,
So you temp them or put them all the way down? All the way? Okay. Ooh, boy.
yum, yum, yum.
Okay, so I'm gonna open the oven. I have it at 350, is that enough?
I do 400
And I'm
actually.
doing 400, hold on, we're starting over. Okay, so we're gonna do upper oven, 400?
400.
Oh, I made a boo-boo, hold on. Clear. Okay, bake, 400. Enter. Okay. So we're gonna put them in here. And how long do you bake them for?
Till they're done.
Oh, when is that? Tomorrow?
No. I always say that, but it takes somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour.
Okay, I'm gonna move these over because we're gonna be adding more trays. Okay, so that's in. So that's it. So thanks so much for
Okay.
joining us. I thank you all for subscribing to my channel. But the last couple of weeks have shown a great increase in subscribers. So keep on coming, tell your friends about us. Remember that every proceed that we make goes to feed those in need, healthy plant-based meals at a shelter in the city of Chicago called Lincoln Park Community Services. We're going there tomorrow. We're going to have a blast. We're going to have
Yes.
fun. We're going to talk with the residents and provide them with delicious chili and cornbread, baked apples, a big tossed salad, and we have huge fresh fruit baskets to take down there. So take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.